There's two cities. I don't want to get into it.
New York City.
New York City. What is the
greatest city in the world?
greatest city in the world. The city that never sleeps. New York City. So we used to play at the Titty all the time. It was a game called Take, Make, Fake, where you'd fill in the blank. You would take something, make something, or fake something. So we thought for the Courageous tour it'd be a lot of fun to go back to our roots and play it one more time. Take a look.
The top light's gotta be on, that's why. If the top light's not on, someone did it. Hey, this guy right here. Oh, thank you. Okay, guys, thank you, guys. Hi, guys. So that was Take It Cam?
Yeah, I said Take It Cam.
Check.
He is taking it. Dude, take a cam, not take a cam from behind. Oh, you guys weren't clear.
Hello. Hi, sir. How are you? Oh, my gosh. Cold out there. The winter storm coming in. Anyways, take care. I just faked the can. I'm usually ordered 3 cents. All right. Thank you for stopping, sir. Our time together is brief, but I want you to know it's been valuable to me. Yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no. Yes, excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. And our time together is done. Taxi, taxi, taxi. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now it's a standoff.
This is a game of chicken right now. This guy won't pull away because Murray's going to try to jump back in, and Murray won't jump back in until this guy tries to pull away.
Pop it's locked. It's locked, pop it. Oh, you want me to pop it? Can you pop it? Pop the card, it's locked, pop it. Pop it. Uber for Joe, pop it. Pop this shit, it's cold out here. I'm gonna get 2 stars. Uber for Joe. Uber for Joe. Uber for Joe. Pop that. You pop that quick. You pop that. You pop that quick. You pop that. Uber for Joe. Uber for Joe. Oh, but this is a Range Rover? Range Rover? It's my phone. Oh, shit, sorry. Can you help me with the one? No. Okay. Sorry. God bless. How's it going? Uber for Joe? Who's this guy?
Oh, this is Eliza.
Eliza? Oh, how old is she?
6 months.
Do you mind if I? Yes. Oh, she's support the head, right?
Oh my God.
She's gonna like be careful. That shit's so soft head.
She's so cute. Oh. Yeah, let me ask you something. Now, let me ask you. It's fake. It's fake.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Front wheels on it.
you. I'm a fool. I have to be out for a second. I can't breathe. Filipino. I can't breathe. Both my legs, 100% are wrong. What are you just wait till it cools down. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. It's a great idea. Where the fuck's Murray?
I've seen this.
What, you seen this?
I've seen something like this.
Oh, have you? So it's been done before. We should probably do something else then, guys.
I told you it might have been done.
Where you seen it?
It's in Central America.
Oh, you seen it in Central America? That's a baby. Yeah, it's a baby. Oh. Yeah, it's been done before. We tried something new, but it's been done before. Yeah, it's been done before, yeah. Okay, you help me out real quick? I got to throw this out. Yeah, just watch the baby. It's right there.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Where'd Daddy go? Excuse me?
Not bad, right? Good time. Play you the streets right there.
Hey guys, something kind of cool happened to us last summer. We got booked to do the show in this little out-of-the-way town. And they said, you know what? To make it easier for you guys to get here, we're going to send you a private airplane. And we had never been on a private plane in our lives.
Yeah, we didn't even know what to expect, right? The only context we had was like TVs, movies, or Air Force One. There wasn't any of those, right? In the back, there was just a sliding door open into the toilet. It was in the middle, that was the bathroom, there was a sliding door in the toilet. In the front, there's no cockpit door, so you could see into the whole area and out the front window. And the two pilots, they had these big headphones on, and they couldn't hear us. And we're like, you know what? Let's play a little game and see how loud we can get.
So on the plane on the way to Minnesota, our pilot Joe can't hear a word we're saying. Hey, yo, Joe, I can take a piss back here? Hey, yo, Joe, I'll take a piss back here. Hey, Joe, I got a shit. Hey, Joe, I got a shit. Hey, Joe, I got the shit. Hey, oh, Joe, I got to shit. Hey, Joe, I got the shit. Hey, yo, Joe, I got the shit. Can't hear everything. What if it was a real emergency? Hey, oh, Joe, I got the shit.
We had a good time. Next day wasn't as fun on that plane. We were coming in for a landing there the next day. And as we're approaching the landing strip, all of a sudden the plane shakes super violently and then takes off again.
Yeah, we're like, what's going on? And then the pilot gets up out of his seat and walks back to us to chat. We're like, this is not what we want to see. And he goes, guys, you may have noticed a couple of moments ago when we were about to land, we didn't. We're like, what is going on? And he goes, all right, our instruments, the panel up front is saying that one of the wheels is not coming down. He goes, but the good news is the tower thinks they saw something.
Then he goes on to tell us that the shaking, the violent shaking of the plane that we felt was them attempting to fix the problem. They figured that if they shook it hard enough, The fucking landing gear would fall down and click into place.
Yeah. Sal was like, did you guys push the button hard enough?
And he's like, don't worry, we're gonna loop back around, try it again. This time the tower's really gonna have a look. Okay, that's supposed to comfort us?
And I'm sitting up by the pilot. When he sat back on his pilot seat and he started talking to the tower, I could hear what he was saying. I can't make out words, but I could make out tone, and it did not sound good. It was like, breaker, breaker.
Breaker, breaker, breaker. What was he talking to a trucker on the interstate?
Houston, we have a problem. It didn't sound good, is my point.
No, we picked up on that tone, and it immediately got us nervous. They're the people in charge. We look at each other, we get pale-faced. He loops around. He tries it again. 2 minutes later, we're in the same situation. He gets 10 feet from the ground. We can see the asphalt with our own eyes. He shakes the plane even harder, and he shoots back up even faster. And he gets up again, and he comes back again. And now we are on edge, and he goes, guys, I have good news and bad news. He says, the bad news is our instruments are still saying the wheel is not coming down. Also, the tower cannot get a handle on it. They don't know either. Also, we don't have enough fuel to get anywhere else. So we have to loop around, and on the next try, we're gonna land the plane no matter what. But the good news is, if the wheel doesn't come down, the wing will act like a wheel. He said that shit with a straight face. Right to our adult faces. He said, if the wheel don't come down, the wing will Meryl Streep itself and start acting like a wheel.
I didn't realize Meryl Streep played the Karate Kid, you dope.
Now, guys, I don't know if there are any British astrophysicists in the room. I'm assuming not, but maybe, okay, there is one, so you can back me up on this. I did the Google research. Wings and wheels do totally different things. They don't even look the fucking same. A wing, people, is long and flat. You know what I mean? Like my high school girlfriend, like my first girlfriend. I don't mind that she had no tits. That was fine with it. Why'd you grow? Thank you. A wheel is like short and round, like my third girlfriend. Also black, like my fifth girlfriend. And made of rubber, like my current boyfriend.
What is your point?
My point is, I'm one kinky cat. I let me know. Thank you.
I swear to God, this was, imagine being on a plane and them telling you this. Like, I was crying for the second time in one of my stories tonight. I start crying again, and we're nervous, and he loops back around. Well, he looks at me first, and he goes, I can tell you're nervous, Sal. I can tell. And he says, could I get you a Coca-Cola? I was crying. I was like, can you not? Can you be more of a pilot and let the flight attendant?
Yeah. Also, nobody wants a soda, buddy. You've been shaking the plane all over the place. We're gonna open up that can, it's gonna explode all over us. We're the dummies.
We must have looked like terrified, because he goes, guys, look at me, I relate, I feel bad. I promise you I've been a pilot a long time. In like 45 minutes from now, if we wanted to, we can grab a beer and we will have a laugh at this situation. And I said, okay, how long have you been a pilot? And he goes, 27 years. And I said, all right. How many times have you seen this? And he goes, oh, I've never seen this.
No shit, Sherlock. That's why you're up front shaking the plane like Murray shaking babies at Jumbo Jimmy's grave.
And we're like, what? And then before he goes back to the cockpit, he walks over to the side of the plane. There's a little pouch. He pulls a piece of paper out of it. It's laminated. He puts it down. He says, take a look at that. He slid it over the table. Nonchalant. And it was instructions on how to crash. He slid that shit over like it was a TGI Fridays menu. He's like, hey, have a look at that. I'll be back in a little while.
By the way, one laminate for 4 adult males to learn how to crash in about 2 minutes. Even a maggot-infested scum hole like TGI Fridays will give you 4 menus when you walk inside the door.
What do you have against TGI Fridays?
No. Nothing. Actually, I kind of like TGI Fridays.
Speaking of which, thank you for our sponsors tonight, TGI Fridays. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, 2 for 1 on Wednesdays, guys. And the instructions were not even good instructions. They were just 4 picture panels. No words. The first panel had a guy sitting in his seat and he was realizing something was wrong. He was like, The second panel, same guy getting in the crash position, but super excited about it. Like, here we go! The third panel is just a plane broken in half and on fire. That's it. What's the instruction? I don't know. And in the fourth panel, an Asian woman in a life vest jumping on the slide like, woo, we made it. Oh, did we? We made it, miss? Where the fuck's my friend from the first two panels? I don't see his face anyway. Is he on fire in the third panel? Is that why the third panel's there? Is that why? It's just to show us he is burning? I flipped it over, the back was blank, I have no idea where this man is.
Joe, maybe he's with Larry.
Yeah, that's right, I can't find Larry either. These two guys probably something together. Is he here? Let's call for Larry on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Larry!
I can't find this son of a bitch.
Now the mood has dramatically changed on the plane, right? The four of us are deathly serious. And I said, gosh, you know, if this is my last moments alive, I'm gonna try to call my parents and tell them I love them. With that low to the ground that my phone has service. I look, sure enough, AT&T has service. So I said, let me FaceTime Mom Murray and tell her I love her.
FaceTime.
Yeah, I was gonna FaceTime her.
So she could watch you plummet to die? What is the fun?
She's already seen it.
So I FaceTime my mother. She rejects my call. Sends me to voicemail, that bitch. A second later, she texts me and says, at Gap, not now.
I wanted everybody to have a good time like we did last time on this plane. You know, we're gonna make them laugh again, you know, so I thought to lighten the mood, I started singing songs. So I was like, ba la 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 bam ba.
Okay. For those of you who don't know what that means, look it up. Richie Valens was a teen sensation who sang the hit song La Bamba. He died extremely tragically in an airplane crash.
That's why it was appropriate. Know your karaoke songs, friends.
Yeah, I was not laughing. That made me cry harder. I didn't know what to do. I realized in this moment I didn't even have my affairs in order. I didn't even have a will. So I decided in this moment, I had the genius idea, in 3 minutes it takes to make an aerial U-turn, I'll draft a will and text it to my family. I throw them all on a group text. I'm so nervous, I included our accountant, Mitch Pearlstein, on the text. There wasn't enough time to take him off. This man is in my will now. I'm gonna read you the text that I sent to my family in that moment. This is legit the actual text. My hope was that if we got low enough, and I realized that something was gonna go down when we were landing, I'd have service, and I could hit send in that moment. I didn't have any service as of yet. I have T-Mobile.
Special thanks to our sponsors tonight as well, T-Mobile.
T-Mobile, thank you guys.
Okay, I'm warning you guys. I'm gonna read you this text. There are no jokes here. I'm just gonna bring 9,000 people way down right now. I'm gonna tell you about the scariest moment of my entire life. Family. There's no fucking jokes. There's a small issue with the plane. One of the wheels is unlocking and we cannot land. However, they're going to try to land anyway. They're just not sure what's about to happen to us. We may have a rough landing / small crash. I didn't want to scare them. I could have texted them 100 fire emojis and let them read the paper. And I said, let's do this on my own terms. I'm writing this in case we do. I'll try and hit send. I love you all so much. Mom and Dad, please split up all that I have. I don't know what else to write right now. I wish I was with you guys. I'm so nervous. I love you all so much.
Now, guys, gang, hey everybody. I'm on that plane too, and I'm about to die potentially as well. But I have a different relationship with the idea of my own death than Sal does. He fears it. And sometimes I welcome the idea. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and look at the ceiling and go, oh shit, this again? And I could see in some of our eyes that you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's called depression. Hi, everybody. But I'll tell you what I can't stand. Give it up for depression. I see it, baby. I cannot look over at my baby boy. I cannot look at my sweet apple dumpling Sal. Those goddamn gorgeous hazel eyes, shrink wrapped in tears. Not on my watch. I can't take it.
Yeah, he's like Puss in Boots from Shrek.
Nah, he's just like Puss.
Sure, that is actually true, but he's my puss, so.
What?
Stand by it. So here's what I do. I whip out my phone and I'm gonna write my own text to my own family, but I'm not gonna send it. The whole point of it is to make it a horrible text just to make my friends laugh. I am not gonna send it. Now, I have two versions of this text. In the United States of America, some audiences get a little bit offended by it, so I've written two versions of it. The actual one that I wrote on the plane and a toned down version for sensitive audiences. Now, I know we're in Manchester, and I know you guys fucking rock, but I have to ask the question anyway for legal purposes. Do you guys want the toned down version of the text? So you guys want the actual text that I wrote on that plane? This is why I love this city. Okay, let's get into it. If Apple, there we go. To my dear family and Mitch Pearlstein, who's also my accountant. I'm about to die in a horrible plane crash, smiley face emoji. But before I go, I want my feelings and wishes known to Mitch. All of my money and possessions go directly to my true life partner, Benjamin Cat.
Hey.
Yeah, screw my family. No, actually, Mitch, fuck my family. To Mom and Dad, you blow donkeys. I regret you raised me rather than leaving me in the woods to die. When a pack of rabid wolves would have found and ate me or raised me, whichever, either, would have been better than being your son. Eat poop. I want you to eat my poop. To Danny, my younger brother, the best part of you dripped down to the hospital floor when you were born. And you're what's left. You suck donkey bowls, eat my poop. To Jimmy, my older brother,